I imagine materialism fits and consumerism fits into those molds as well, because we've heard a lot recently about President Obama asking other countries to boost their domestic spending so that the global economy is not so reliant on American spending. Have you seen a gradual move towards people, for lack of a better term, putting their faith in the things that they buy?
Right.
You're well acquainted with America and have been here
That's
for a
another
while.
thing, and we have it. I'm surprised, I must tell you, by the response coming from the young generation, kids, children. Mm-hmm. They are now proudly not showing new shoes, new T-shirts, new nothing. Say, we didn't buy that.
You kind of see a reversal going on.
Yeah, the other day I had a beautiful example from a couple. They are Atlanta people. Mm-hmm. They offer an amount to the church, a significant amount for the ministries of the church. They said, this was not coming from any surplus. Mm-hmm. He said, husband and wife, middle-aged people, mm-hmm. we decided that for 5 years we stay with the same car and we won't buy new clothing. Mm-hmm. We have enough. So then you can see now how you turn from the materialistic dominance to something that changes now the way you spend money. So that's another story. And it's important. And another aspect of that is that children, young people, as you know, there is, among other religious practices in the church, is fasting. Mm-hmm. Now, fasting is not so easy in America. Mm-hmm. You have the hamburgers and all these kind of things. I mean, it's so difficult. Anyhow, so you have children say, no, I'm not eating hamburger. I'm not eating meat today. It's Friday. Mm-hmm. That's a new trend that has to do overcoming materialism in terms of enjoying material things excessively, okay? Not stopping everything, but excessively. Mm-hmm. So this is, there are aspects I'm talking to you about that show this kind of influencing the mentality, the processes of thinking and deciding what you do with your preferences in life.
One of our worst exports, I think, has been debt, and a lot of that has to do with capitalism unchecked. And some people are saying that, they're calling into question the validity of capitalism as a system if such crises as has affected Greece recently.
Oh, absolutely.
Are allowed to continue to go on. I was wondering, do you see capitalism as incompatible with Christianity, or are they do they work well together?
If I may respectfully to tell you that the way the question is put is not academically acceptable. Okay. Because now we have to go to a comparison of two non-similar things. Capitalism is a financial, economic entity dealing with distribution of wealth, etc. Orthodox religion is a relationship to God, and etc.
Although Jesus spoke about wealth quite a bit.
If I may say, St. John Chrysostom, one of the great saints and fathers of the church and a brilliant mind, he said, you talk about the poor people. I think some of the rich people are the poorest in the world because no matter what they have, they are so greedy, they are just unhappy by not having everything. So they are poor in essence. So that shows somehow a mentality again, which says, well, capitalism as a system that somehow helps developing a society, if it's accompanied by equal rights, equal opportunities for the people, not affecting the freedom and independence of the individual, not buying things, in other words, even elections, because of the money. So if you go to that kind of thing, you could have something of an understanding of healthy usage of anything available to us, if it's properly used. And here I would like to use a classic Greek idea, an idea coming from classical Greek, which is expressed in two short sayings. One is miden agan, translated nothing in excess. That's, or pan metron ariston. Every measure is a good thing because it helps keep the balance in society. So here, if you use any kind of system, financial, economic, or anything else, administrative, you have to preserve the balance, you have to preserve the equal rights of everyone, the right to freedom, to happiness, according to our beautiful Constitution. So that's the case. So I don't want to go to any thing if capitalism is against, is for, just leave it there.
Yeah,